Chef Ivan Flowers is back on Big Blend Radio's Eat, Drink, and Be Merry show today to share one of his favorite picnic recipes, which is seafood salad sandwiches. Yep. And we're going to find out if he's going to take his pickle on a picnic because, you know, every good pickle likes to go on a picnic. So we'll find out. Can you say that 10 times real fast?
I can, but I'm not going to.
You can see Chef Ivan's recipes in Big Blend Radio and TV magazine. If you go to blendradioandtv.com, you'll see him in our expert department, and you'll see his recipes there and past interviews. And you can also keep up with him on Facebook. He's always got some good recipes up there. He's got a great YouTube channel, which goes step by step through different cooking processes for different recipes. And he's also on Twitter at Chef Ivan Flowers. Welcome, Chef Ivan, and happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, guys.
Hey. So are you happy? Are you having champagne today? How are you celebrating?
William Hill Cabernet.
Ooh.
Yes.
Nice cab.
Good.
Yeah, that's good.
Great. He picked it out, yes.
Any specific munchies for tonight or today?
All day. Cheese, bread, roasted mushrooms, vegetables, a little chicken thighs. I love chicken thighs. I'm from Brooklyn. So she does chicken thighs in hoisin. Really nice Asian kind of barbecue-y, malty glaze with lemon, garlic, and sweet chili.
What does Brooklyn have to do with chicken thighs?
Oh, I grew up on chicken thighs. If you come from Brooklyn, it's all about the chicken. That's all I can tell you.
All I could go is no sleep till Brooklyn. Sorry, I've just got the Beastie Boys stuck on my head now. That's it. That's it. For the rest of the show, I'll be like doing all that. But, well, happy birthday. This is awesome. We always love to celebrate birthdays because it means you get to spin around the sun another year and do it again. So you keep spinning.
Right.
Yeah,
hopefully. Yeah.
Hey, and your birthday, you share like Edgar Casey, so you could be the psychic of food, is on your birthday. You've got Charlie Pride. Wilson Pickett.
That's the best.
Dude.
Well,
you have some good people in your company. Oh, John Updike, the author. So and you have your own moon this year, like the blue moon or something. There's like a super moon right now. So
good.
Yeah, you can show everybody your moon if you want.
Yep.
Here we go. The silliness has begun. But now the most important question is, are you going to take your pickle on a picnic? And can you say that 10 times real fast? Yes, pickle?
I can't say it 10 times, but yes, pickle would come on a picnic. Not only would she come, she would taste and sample everything I made. She would come on the picnic. She would eat on the picnic. And actually, seafood is her favorite. A lot of dogs don't like fish. She loves fish. She loves seared ahi. Oh, she's crazy for fish.
Wow.
She's a chef. She's a chef's dog. Yeah,
she's a chef's dog, and she's a California pickle.
Yes.
So
what kind of dog again?
What kind of dog?
Yeah.
She's rat terrier, little chihuahua, and miniature pinscher.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
She's a pickle pincher.
She's a pickle pincher.
Yeah.
Say that 10 times real fast. I like this. This is cool. Okay, so now in San Diego, do you have a good picnic spot picked out?
Yeah,
I
mean, there's tons. The beach. I mean, we walk right to the beach. She loves the beach because she loves to poop on the beach because she digs the hole, she poops, and she digs another hole and she poops, and then because terriers love to dig, so she likes to dig, bury, and cover. So she's very
good.
Although we pick it up.
Sounds
we
like
pick it
a
up.
new band, dig, bury, and cover.
But then you have to scoop it out,
Yeah.
And chefs know how to scoop. So there you go.
There you go.
He takes a ladle with him.
Yeah, there's never, and so there's always talk of good fiber on this segments with you, Chef Ivan.
As there should be.
Yeah. Well, we just got finished talking about broccoli, because there's a lot of us who do not like broccoli. I'm one of the weird people who do like broccoli.
Oh, broccoli's delicious. Yeah.
See, now you like it. See, that's Nancy's a hard time, but we learned today that you can put it with Parmesan and it will change the flavor profile of broccoli to be good.
Of course.
Okay.
You roast it in the oven. You can steam it. then you hit it with a touch of salt, maybe a light butter spray, and nice grated Parmesan, and then a little bit of lemon and lemon zest. Also, if you make soup, farinaceously thickening something means you thicken it with the vegetable you cooked it in. So you basically do a really nice thickened, it's almost like a porridge. It comes out like a broccoli porridge. And you put a little Parmesan and lemon on top with a little balsamic syrup.
Delicious.
Wow.
I'm digging this. Hot diggity dog.
Let's try that too.
Okay, so now you're taking sandwiches to the beach, seafood salad sandwich. But so first thing I thought was, oh, this is going to be kind of like a tuna salad sandwich, right? But now you're using Dungeness crab, and so is this something that you cook yourself? Or do you get crab like you do tuna?
You can cook it. You're better off just getting it cooked in the can. It comes in the can, Dungeness. What you want to do is you want to kind of go through it, make sure there's no shells or cartilage, and you use it just like tuna. You can do it with any kind of crab. You can cook the crabs. You can do it with tuna. You can do it with fish. You can do it with shrimp. You can do it with langostinos. Lobster is, the ultimate. You can do it with scallops. You can do combinations of anything. And basically, you are doing it like a good old-fashioned tuna sandwich. Here we're doing it on Texas toast.
Oh, so this is good. Texas toast, there's something about Texas toast that is, it's that thicker, there's something
Bigger.
just how you, well, here we go. All right, but there's something about it where you're going to be able to have like a monster sandwich with it, but it has like a texture that it's like when you toast it, but it's still soft on the inside and hard on the outside.
Exactly. You get that crunch, and then you get that really nice, fluffy, soft center, which then you bite into the rest of the sandwich. It kind of makes it magical.
And so now you also put California butter on this. You got to tell people what that is.
I do. It's avocado, but you know what's very important is the way you construct the sandwich. You don't want it soggy, because once you make toast, you don't want toast to get soggy.
Right.
It's very, very important that when you do your lettuce, you dry your green leaf lettuce off, so it's dry. And then you put that on the bread, then the tomatoes, then the avocado. And then when you construct the sandwich that way, that lettuce acts like an insulator, and it won't start to break down your crispiness.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, you got to get the water off the lettuce. Otherwise, you ruin the toast.
You need to have dry leaves.
Yes.
Yeah, because if you can't have wet leaves, because nothing good's going to come from that ever. So that's good. Yeah. Okay. So so the actual salad itself, you're using shallots and tarragon and celery, mayonnaise. Let me just say on the Texas toast, that is unsalted butter. So is that so that because there's a sweetness to the Texas toast, like a slight, it's almost like that Hawaiian bread in a weird way.
Absolutely. Well, it's white. It's white flour. So, there's going to be a sweetness, and your body's going to recognize it as sugar. So you don't need to, you're fine that way. If you put it on whole wheat, it's not going to be the same. If you put it on rye, it's not going to be the same, Something about Texas toast, when you either grill it or toast it, it just kind of works.
Yeah. Okay, so now the salad part of it, so still use mayonnaise. So let's just touch on the mayonnaise, because that's a whole other deal when you go looking down the aisle, for mayonnaise. They're putting a bunch of stuff in it. Now, we could make our own pretty easy, right?
You can. But I have to tell you something. Best Foods, also known as Hellmann's on the East Coast, it's like when you buy a commercial French fry, they have it down. Yeah. They have it down. I have made aiolis my entire life. I've never been able to duplicate like a Hellmann's or a Best Foods mayonnaise. It just works. It works.
You're right. That's what we buy, because there's these other ones where they now call it salad dressing. You know what I mean? Like that's mayonnaise dressing, sandwich spread, or sandwich dressing.
That's too sweet.
There's something gross about
like that.
Yeah, that's not
like
just
Miracle Whip is.
That's what it is. That's
Miracle Whip sucks.
They bleached it.
But
Yeah.
it's sweet. I don't know. I
Yeah,
think it's only
Miracle
meant
Whip.
for
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
Mm.
not
Well,
a big fan.
Okay, so and then the tarragon. So
Yes.
that's like a nice little ting to it.
Yes, goes well with seafood. Does the little dance with the seafood. That slight, almost kind of licoricey, anisey flavor just kind of accentuates the whole sandwich. Because this is big when it comes to mouthfeel. You know, actually what I enjoy with a sandwich like this is a cup of coffee. Love a cup of coffee with a seafood sandwich. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah, it's a Brooklyn thing. You know, it's Brooklyn.
So so you wouldn't do wine. Like I would have thought white wine.
Do wine. I would do wine. I'd have the wine right next to the coffee. You know, there would definitely be. I would do a white wine with this, or a champagne, a really nice buttery Chardonnay, a Viognier would work.
Or a rosé.
A Sauvignon Blanc. Yes, a rosé would work with this. Oh yeah. I sip a coffee, 2 sips of wine.
Okay, this is a good balance. That sounds like my day. You know, because you need the wine to bring you down. You need the coffee to wake you up because the wine brought you down.
Yeah,
it's
like
the yin and the yang.
It's like heroin and cocaine. It's coffee and wine. It's speedball. Yeah.
Or weed and coke. You know, it's a Brooklyn thing.
It's a Brooklyn thing.
I was going to say it's an Africa thing. No, but I'm just on the weed side. I mean, there's a whole other. That's. Anyway, I won't get into the grades of South African weed. I could, and that's a whole show because they have bourbon poison and all kinds of good stuff. And yes, you have to make sure your leaves are dry.
Right. It's legal in California now. So
see, so that
know?
Makes picnics even better. And
brownies.
Brownies on the beach.
Brownies and cookies. Yes.
There you go.
Exactly.
Brownies
and listen, if you're going to do that, then you need to get into some really good beers because the hops and the hemp go together. They're relatives. You know.
Yes. I can't drink beer when I eat. Makes me too full. It's weird. I can do a light beer like with oysters and clams and mussels. I can't drink like a beer when I'm eating. It doesn't work. It makes my stomach too full too quick. Yeah.
I think also when you're doing sandwiches, it's like the wheat thing or something. There's a bloating factor, and I had to learn the hard way because I really like the taste of a good, heavy IPA. And
wow.
I forgot, like, it's like you just, you can get sick. Like I get nauseous if you have too much of it. There's a heaviness to it. There's a, it's you could sit and have 2 or 3 light beers and you're fine.
And you're fine. Well, Tracy and I have gone out we've gone out to different restaurants and it's like it's all the heavy craft beers on tap. And we go, do you have a Coors Light? Do you have a Corona Light with a little lime? No. What do you mean no? It's like, what do you mean no? How could you not serve a light beer, And the fact now that I'm an old fart, I want a light beer, and I don't care.
Yeah. Well, even Anthony Bourdain, when he travels, he says, "Don't stop it with the fancy stuff. It's good to have once in a while, but when you're eating, he likes to have like the old whatever's the like if you're in San Diego, have a Tecate. It's right on the border
exactly.
here.
He drinks Schlitz. He drinks of course. Absolutely.
Oh man, a big old what do you call them? The big bottles. What do you call the big bottle of beer? The IPA.
Growlers,
I don't know. So,
not growlers. It would be those big Mickeys. Remember those big Mickey bottles?
Yes.
Those big. Now, I have been known to do radio shows with an oil can of Foster's. It's fun.
I used to drink Foster's. Yeah. Yeah, but then I drive on the wrong side of the road. That was done. So
I know. Then and then you go down under. You can't do that.
Way under.
No, but I know, but there is something about those kind of beers, but the heavier ones, I just like, if you're going to have that kind of beer, for some reason got into the habit of putting salt and pepper on it. And I don't understand why or where I got that from, but there's something to it. There's
salt in a beer is really good. Like with the Corona Light, a touch of salt and lime, it transforms it. Absolutely transforms
like having potato chips with it.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do that on cantaloupe. I put salt and pepper on the cantaloupe.
Yes. Well, you should.
It's good
you
for your
That's
digestion.
why cantaloupe is wrapped a lot of times with prosciutto. It's the salt in the prosciutto that goes on cantaloupe and honeydew that makes it sweet. When you eat watermelon, sprinkle a little kosher salt on it and a little lemon, and it transforms that watermelon.
See, now this is good tips for your picnic. Yeah.
It's like having sweet and sour.
Mhm.
People really do like a little, like even sea salt on chocolate is really good.
Oh, fantastic on.
Oh my God,
yeah. So that's
especially on dark
the
chocolate.
sweet and salty at the same time if you get the balance right.
Now I want to drink.
Really, really good.
I need a beer.
I think that's why
for some reason now.
fondues are so much fun if you can get it right. You know, what you're dipping in could be sweet, but the sauce can be a little bit salty and spicy. It's really good.
Yes.
Well, I learned about the fruit thing because I was reading all these Ayurvedic books and what you should eat according to your body's constitution and all this and your personality, and I'm like, well, mine needs to calm the hell down. But anyway, they were talking about this thing about how some people have a hard time with cantaloupe, digesting cantaloupe and melons, and I'm like, dude, they're so full of water. I mean, I've never had that problem, but so they said that it's because it's the same thing with milk. They're saying that. And it's kind of interesting because when we lived in Africa, I was fine having cow's milk. And you know what it is they didn't have it, the milk was never served ice cold, and they always added a spice to it.
Yes.
And so, and I never, then you come over here, everything's cold milk. And they said that that's not good for your body. Your body doesn't like cold, off-temperature things. It wants things around its own temperature. And so your body digests it better. But apparently by putting like black pepper or even chili powders, different spices on things, it helps break down the fibers of the melon or something. So that's what I learned. And then so I tried it just to see. And black pepper on cantaloupe is really good.
Yeah, and it's really good for you. It's a huge antioxidant, black pepper. They found out turmeric, black pepper. Anytime you do peppers that are spicy, the capsaicin is really, really good for you.
Yeah, that's good. Like the cayenne pepper, put that in your tea with a little whiskey and you're good.
Or you just don't care.
That's what we'd do on snow days in Julian. When we lived up in the mountains, everybody would get together. We'd like, oh, it's time for tea. And we'd do like little toddies and put honey in it and whiskey, whatever kind of whiskey you wanted. And then you just did a dash of cayenne pepper, and everyone was happy. So it was good for us.
Yeah, it's nice memories.
Yeah. Okay, so let's go back to the seafood salad now that we've got off course, which happens.
We do.
So the salad itself, you've got the crab meat, mayonnaise. You've got shallots. So shallots are better. That's good English. Better than onion.
Much better. They're buttery. They're not as tangy. They're just buttery. Shallots are unique. Whether you eat them cooked or raw, it's a huge difference. I love shallots. Just love shallots. Just love it.
And then the tarragon, you need that in there. And also you talk about lemon. So that and the celery gives you that crunchy. That's part of that mouthfeel too, is the crunch. So that kind of balances with the toast.
Yes.
Okay.
And then the butteriness of the avocado, because it really is California butter. What's very important is that you salt and pepper your avocados and your tomatoes, as well as your seafood salad. You have to salt and pepper each. And that's the art of being a good cook, is knowing how to control seasoning. It won't be over-salted. It won't be over-peppered. And yet if you don't do it, it won't taste anywhere near what it's supposed to taste like.
There you go. Not too bad.
Layered.
Yeah, layered.
Yes.
Exactly.
Layered.
Okay, I have a question. That's now that we've got the salad sandwich down. Okay. Oh, before we finish on that one, taking it on a picnic, because now we're talking mayonnaise and all that kind of thing, and you've got lemon in there, so that helps, right? How long can it be out without people worrying about eating something that goes bad?
Technically 4 hours, but you want to do less. You also don't want to wrap this in plastic. If you wrap it in plastic, it's going to cause the toast to get soggy. You want to wrap it in aluminum foil. Very, very, very important.
Okay.
Plastic will make it, there'll be condensation. And I'm the kind of person that if I bring food to the beach, I'm eating it 5 minutes after I get in the chair. There's no way it's going to sit, Tracy will be in the ocean. She'll be running around. And, I go up to my knees. I splash a little bit, and I go back. I have to eat. So it's got to go. It's got to be
get on with it.
It's rather just eat it while it's nice and fresh and then go have fun.
Yeah. And you need it if you're having champagne and beer.
Because I hate it when you take your sandwich, and it's true, this plastic stuff like saran wrap.
No, it's not good for the environment.
Your Texan will go limp.
No, we can't have any limpness.
Right.
No limpness to the sandwich.
No limpness. And you don't want to put it next to something cold because it's going to cause the bread to get soggy. You want to keep it in a separate bag where it's not, you don't have sodas in there, you don't have ice in there. Just remember, this is on toast. You could also do this on a baguette, on a nice fresh French baguette or Italian bread. You don't even have to toast it, where it's kind of just toasted a little bit, and do it that way. And that'll give you more time before it would get a little soggier. So there's so many ways to go. You could do this in wraps, Wraps will really hold up. You don't have to worry about a wrap if it's next to something cold. So there's a variety of ways to go. You can bring crackers and sit on the beach and just dip your crackers in there and do it that way.
Oh, we like that.
Yeah.
Now, could you do this entire recipe and replace the crab with chicken or with boiled eggs? Okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course you can.
Change up.
Sure.
Okay. That's good. And
you
then,
don't even have to add a protein. You could add vegetables. You could do it with mushrooms,
So we go hiking with our hiking buddy, Rondi, and she's the sandwich lady. We bring the champagne and goodies, and it's the best time ever.
Yeah.
And she's responsible for the sandwiches because, here we'll bring peanut butter and jelly, though we all do it. But, we're pretty much vegetarian until we hang out with her, and we go, okay, well, this is our dose of meat for the month,
Right.
But I have to tell you, these are the best sandwiches. She roasts the chicken, and I think it's the chicken breast or I don't know, but it's juicy, big chunks of chicken.
Ugh.
She takes those little slider rolls. They're kind of sweet, like you were talking about the Texas toast. This was make me. And she wraps them in tinfoil. See, this is smart.
Yeah.
I don't even think she may use unsalted butter. I think because she uses Havarti cheese as and this chicken, she's roasted it, so she doesn't season anything. That is it. Your chicken has got all the juices on the bread.
Right.
I mean, this is like this little slider. She goes, I'm going to bring the little sliders, and we're like, yeah.
Right.
But they're
simplicity.
Like little simplicity, and we're
Perfect
like having
simplicity.
that in champagne, and it's like, this is good. While we're watching birds around us, going, we're eating
Perfect
your relatives.
Simplicity.
But
yeah,
it is good.
That's what a lot of people miss. They put everything. They put the kitchen sink on it. They put too many onions. They put pickles. They put relish. Let it be what it is. The star of this dish is the crab. The crab has to come through. Everything else just supports and gives alternative mouthfeel, differentiation in the way your mouth is going to recognize it, the crunch. Because remember, when you crunch, your ears hear that. That's huge in eating. That's why potato chips are so crazy. We love that crunch. It reverberates through our ears, and then we just keep eating more because it's like a stereophonic sound of like more, keep crunching, keep going.
We're making our own music. It's our food music.
It goes back to being cavemen where you used to chew on bones.
Oh, good. Suck on the marrow.
Oh, chewing on yeah.
Well, that's a whole other thing. Okay, so away from the picnic side of things, wait, I do have one more question. What do you take other than a sandwich with you? So after you've had your sandwich, you've gone in the water, do you come back? Do you have potato chips with you? Because I want to know if a chef eats potato chips.
Yes, I do. I eat the baked potato chips, Tracy, and I eat the baked. By the way, you can put potato chips on the sandwich when you get there.
Oh, my God.
You put potato chips on. I would take potato chips. I would take a whole wheat pasta salad, maybe with a pesto or a light lemon vinaigrette or maybe a balsamic vinaigrette, macaroni salad, pasta salad, maybe a homemade potato salad. We like to do German, which is done in the vinegar. No bacon, just vinegar and a touch of sweetness.
Nice.
What else?
Red
Lots
potatoes.
of cold water. Some fruit,
Grapes.
Some fruit. Grapes.
Yeah.
And we would bring wine, but you can't drink on the beach. But
well, you can if you know how to
wine.
do it like we do.
You have to do
but
it
anyway.
right, yes, I know.
Yeah, we have a bag that you can pour your wine. You can do 2 liters of wine, of your favorite wine, and then it has a little spigot that's, covered, and then you just open your little flappy, and then you pour it out, and no one knows.
Yeah.
And it keeps it cold. But anyway, you just have to, but behave and do not take glass, because you don't want to do that. But how do you reverse salt when you do too much salt from multiple ingredients like cheese and sauces in a dish? Can you reverse it? Like if it's a soup or a stew, is there a way to go back, or do you have to just say, move on, try it again next time?
There's some ways that people use. For example, if you could add more of what you made to it, of course you diffuse. When it comes to soup and it comes to sauces, some people will put a boiled potato in and bring it back up to temperature, and that boiled potato will sometimes pull some of that excess salt out. But when you reach a saturation point where there's just simply too much salt, and then that's affected the quality of the dish, and you really know that even if you get some of it out, it's not where it should be, you have to start again. Over-salting is the mark of death. It's very, very hard to get out.
See, we can't be doing that. We know, we try, but sometimes it just does that little thing where, oopsie, maybe we had too much wine while we were cooking.
Right. Well, that's why you taste. You taste everything as you put in. So you put a little salt, you taste. Okay, it needs a little more. Boom, I stop. There are people that cook that do not taste or follow a recipe and says, okay, it needs a tablespoon of salt. Well, depending what else you have in the dish, it may need a pinch of salt. It may need a teaspoon of salt. So I don't follow recipes. I do it all by taste, all by taste.
I think it's true because sometimes, like, you get celery. One piece of celery is saltier than the other one. Like your vegetables and things have a different flavor. And celery can be darn salty. And you go make celery soup and you just add the same amount that, the recipe calls for. Oopsie. Not that I've ever done that, but I have. I was just wondering, because sometimes it gets like, okay, well, you just say goodbye to it sometimes, with the salt part. But then sometimes it's good just to have a bunch of salt and just have a glass of wine afterwards. Well,
especially if you're on the beach and you're sweating, You're sweating a lot.
Sweat it out.
Maybe a little salt will help you.
Yeah, it's good for you.
Got a lot of potassium in it, celery. Loaded with potassium.
It's very good for you. They say that if you have 2 full stalks of celery a day, it will help combat so much blood pressure issues, diabetes. It'll balance your blood sugar levels, all that stuff, pHs and whatever, all those things that we have in our body. It balances you out, and it's got good fiber and water. It's 2 stalks a day. It's good for you. That with some peanut butter or whatever. It's good for you.
Oh, yeah.
Chef Ivan, always fun to have you on the show. Thank you for calling in on your birthday especially. So, I'm going to go get a Foster's now. I'll raise a glass to you tonight. Say hi to Tracy and to Pickle for us.
I will.
Yeah.
I will.
And everybody, again, Chef Ivan's recipe is up on blendradioandtv.com. You can just type in Chef Ivan, you'll find it. Or go into our seafood index in the cooking section. And also you'll see this recipe in the upcoming May-June issue of Big Blend Radio and TV magazine. And, of course, keep up with Chef Ivan on Facebook and Twitter. They're always posting wonderful recipes, and he's also got a great cooking series on YouTube. Thanks so much for joining us, Ivan.
My pleasure, guys. Have a good day.
You too. Take care.
Bye-bye.